Lil Nas X opens up about bipolar diagnosis, Rehab, and what comes next. Lil Nas X posted an Instagram video that had nothing to do with music, and somehow became the most important thing he has shared in years. Sitting quietly, speaking directly to the camera, he confirmed what some fans had suspected and others never saw coming. He had spent months in rehab. He had received a diagnosis of bipolar disorder, and he was, for the first time in a long time, doing better. But behind the calm delivery of that update is a story that stretches back years, a hidden mental health crisis, a legal situation that almost ended his career, a diagnosis he resisted because of what he thought it would mean, and a music comeback that is now quietly taking shape. This video covers all of it, including the part Lil Nas X said on camera that stopped everyone who was listening. Stay to the end. The reason he avoided the diagnosis for years is the most honest thing he has ever said publicly, and it changes how the past 5 years of his career look in hindsight. To understand where Lil Nas X is now, it helps to understand where things started to go wrong, and exactly when the pressure became something more than just the ordinary weight of fame. Lil Nas X, born Montero Lamar Hill, became one of the most culturally dominant artists of his generation almost overnight. Old Town Road broke records in 2019 in ways that had never been done before, spending 19 consecutive weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reshaping conversations about genre, race, and who country music belongs to. The follow-up, Montero Call Me By Your Name, in 2021, was one of the most deliberately provocative music videos in mainstream pop history, and he released it with a confidence that read less like recklessness and more like someone who had decided, very deliberately, to stop apologizing for existing. But behind the sharp public persona, something was building that his audience could not see. The highs were very high and the lows were much lower than anything he showed publicly. In April of this year, Lil Nas X entered a mental health treatment program as part of a legal agreement that would allow charges against him to be dropped, so long as he complied with the program and obeyed all laws for the next 2 years. The charges related to an earlier incident, and the decision to seek treatment was framed at the time as part of a legal resolution. What his June Instagram video clarified was that the treatment went far deeper than a legal formality. The months he spent in rehab were not a public image maneuver. They were, by his own account, the first time in years he had genuinely slowed down long enough to understand what was happening inside his own mind. And what the doctors found during that time is what changed everything. What is bipolar disorder? Why does it so often go undiagnosed in young artists? And what exactly did Lil Nas X say about why he spent years refusing to admit what he already knew? Bipolar disorder is a mental health condition characterized by extreme mood episodes, ranging from the elevated, energized states known as mania or hypomania to deep periods of depression. It affects roughly 40 million people worldwide, according to the World Health Organization. It is significantly underdiagnosed, particularly in young men, and particularly in high-performing individuals whose manic phases can look, from the outside, like exceptional productivity or creative drive. The entertainment industry is full of people who cycle through these phases without ever receiving a name for what they are experiencing, partly because the highs feel functional, even advantageous, until they do not. In his Instagram video, Lil Nas X said something that cut through all the clinical language. When I got my bipolar disorder diagnosis, I felt like I had known for the past few years, but I didn't want to admit to it because I didn't want to have to take medication and have people think different of me. He said it plainly, without theatrics, sitting still. He described feeling like he was living life on hard mode. He said he had been splitting his time between Atlanta with his family and Los Angeles with friends, trying to stay grounded after coming out of treatment. He said he was working with both a therapist and a psychiatrist, and that this combination had helped him in ways he had not expected. The fear of stigma he described, specifically the fear that needing medication would change how the world sees him, is one of the most common reasons people delay mental health treatment. Hearing it spoken out loud, clearly, from someone with his level of public visibility, landed differently than a carefully worded press statement would have. The comment section filled within minutes, not with pity or spectacle, but with people sharing their own versions of the same delay, the same fear, the same years of knowing and not wanting to know. But the video did not end with the diagnosis, it ended with something that his fans had been waiting a long time to hear. What is actually coming next for Lil Nas X? And what does the music he is working on now reflect about where his head is after everything that has happened? At the end of his Instagram update, Lil Nas X confirmed that new music is on the way. He did not give a release date, did not name a project, and did not tease anything specific. He said simply that he had been working and that he was ready. According to reporting from outlets including Deadline, he described his current mindset with a phrase that became the headline of multiple stories: "I'm just smelling the roses." That phrase, for anyone who has followed his career, carries weight. Lil Nas X spent the years from 2019 onward moving at a pace that left almost no room for stillness. Record-breaking debut, high-profile coming-out announcement, visually elaborate rollout after rollout, legal controversy, public feuds managed and navigated through social media. The idea that he is now, at 27, in a position where he can stop and smell something before running to the next thing is genuinely new territory for him. He is currently working with both a therapist and a psychiatrist. The legal timeline means he is operating under a 2-year agreement that creates real accountability structures. He is spending time with his family in Atlanta, which is a detail he mentions specifically, as though proximity to people who knew him before the fame matters more right now than proximity to the industry that built it. Whatever comes next musically will arrive from a version of Lil Nas X that has been through something real and come out the other side with, apparently, a clearer picture of what he is doing and why. But there is one more thing worth noting about this moment, about why it is significant beyond the personal story. Lil Nas X did not have to post that video. He could have let the legal agreement stay quiet and return to music whenever he was ready with no explanation offered. He chose to speak anyway. He said he had known about the bipolar disorder for years. He said he had been afraid of what the diagnosis would mean, and he posted it anyway, from a calm room, sitting still, looking directly into the camera like someone who had finally decided that hiding was more exhausting than telling the truth. The new music will come when it comes, but the video from June 17, 2026, is already doing something music takes months to do. It made people feel less alone in something they had been carrying quietly for a very long time. Subscribe if stories like this are why you watch. Drop a like if this one landed. There is more coming every week, and the next one is worth staying for. See you then.